I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only. Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Man, oh man, oh man. Wow. I think about all the things God has done for me. It's overwhelming at times. And I want everybody to have that feeling and to share in that feeling of completion and satisfaction. And the only reason I got this, and it's the thousandth time I've said it, is because I formed a relationship with my Creator, period. That's it. That's it. I can't tell you anything else. You know, I've always had a strong work ethic. My father put that in me. My father's conversations with me growing up was always constantly about work hard, don't be lazy, be a man, do what you say you're going to do. Yada, 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 yada. Man, I was so tired of my father at times. I was going, man, what is with this dude right here? Man, every time we have a conversation, it's got to be about work. It's got to be about, doing your best, trying hard, working, being honest, do what you say you're going to do. But that was his mission. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that now. I can't even put it into words when I think about my old man and what he was to me. And I just, man, I'm so grateful for that balance I had in my life. And then my father was a fighter. He fought on the weekends. My father used to come home with his clothes tore off of him. He put a fresh shirt on and he'd go back. My mom used to talk about my father fighting all the time. Slick, why you are always fighting? A little bit of that rubbed off on me too. That kind of got into me, and I didn't understand that either. But then on the same turn, my mother was a Sunday school teacher for 40 years, so her conversation was never about fighting or anything. It was all about love and understanding and doing unto others that you would have them do unto you. My mom was a Sunday school teacher, so I learned about faith. I had to go to Sunday school, prayer meeting, Bible study, young people meeting, choir rehearsal. I was at church, man, so much I was actually looking at there's got to be an alternative to this. I was a little kid even. I was thinking at one point maybe I ought to look into hell because there's got to be something cooler than this going on every day. It had got that crazy for me. But the balance between those two people created who I am today. And I want you to understand that the things that you are in your past have helped create who you are today if you view it the right way. Everything that has happened to you in your past has happened to you for a reason and is usually for the good if you view it that way. But if you, on the other hand, are a type of person who can't move forward because you are allowing your past to stop you from having your future, then you, my friend, are doing a disservice to your life. You are not honoring God's blessings. You are not taking advantage of the gain, knowledge, wisdom, and experience of your life. Example, if you are a woman and you are always talking about a former relationship, what he did to me, if he had not did this to me, I wouldn't be in this place today. I thought I had a man. Now I ain't got no man. If he came along and I was doing just swell. He just came in and he just lied to me. He lied to me. Now he did this to me. Then he cheated. Then he left. All of that you're saying can very well be true. Have you thought that maybe somewhere in God's infinite wisdom that he knew that you had made a mistake in picking him anyway? Maybe he knew you had made a mistake in saying yes or I do to him anyway, or come on, move in. And so what he did was, based on your decision now to say yes, I do, or come on, let's move in together. That was your decision. So you ain't go to him about this one. You made this decision. Based on that decision and all the negative things that started happening, He allowed you to get away from it. Now, how you got away from it is always not the choice of ours. See, you stuck on the fact that he left, that he walked out. But let me share this with you. When he was there, how good was he to you? How good was he for you? See, you got to look at the blessing. The blessing is now you are on your own. Now you walk in your house, ain't nobody in there with a disruptive spirit. Now you go home, you can take your clothes off and walk around like you want to. Now you go home, you can sit down and look at TV or catch your breath if you want to. Your kids don't have to see y'all arguing all the time. Have you looked at the blessing in it? But now, if you're going to keep looking at the negative, then guess what? Now, you can't move forward because you keep allowing your past to keep you from moving forward. If God has brought you through it, why don't you move on from it? Look, you got through it. He gone. He ain't coming back. He got somebody else. So you going to sit there and just keep tripping because he gone and he got somebody else? Hey, pick yourself up. Thank God for the blessing. It didn't feel like a blessing while you was going through it. And all the pain of him leaving and the divorce and all that messed you up. Got it. When you get through with all of that, you ain't the first one been left. You ain't the first one been divorced. You ain't the first one been in a bad relationship. Pick yourself up. Thank God for the blessing and move forward in your life, because maybe when you quit complaining, maybe you'll find out that God has something in store for you that he wants you to have, but he can't give it to you if you ain't grateful. So God gives you a blessing, but because you don't see it as a blessing, you ain't grateful for it. Now, guess what? You steady asking God to do something for you, but you ain't thanking him for what he's done for you. But you steady wanting him to do more. How does that work? How does that work, man? That he should keep on giving you things when you ain't even working with the stuff he done gave you. And I don't know, and I'm just using that one example. It could go for men too, vice versa, and so on and so forth. I'm just using that as an example. Now, why I laid on that one so long, you have to take that up with God. That's all. Just read. I ain't pointing fingers at nobody and nothing, because I've been guilty on both sides of the coin. Who am I? But I'm just sharing with you what I had to do. I had to learn to stop allowing my past to interfere with my future.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the good news. Because of God's grace and mercy, I'm back. All the way back. Ain't nobody like me. You know what? When they said I was the one and only, they was not lying. There is but one of me. Now, first of all, before I get started, I want to thank the crew for holding it down, giving me the little breather that I needed. Thank you. Thank you for doing your job, serving the people, doing your duty, filling your obligation, earning your check. But doggone it. Here I go.
What?
Here I go. Well, it's good to be back, man. Not really, but it is.
Which one is it?
You know, it's good to be back, but it's good to be off too. I'm in a conflict right now. I want to be happy, but I'm sad. But I'm happy to be back, but I'm sad I'm back, but I'm glad I'm back too.
You're torn.
I appreciate it. Yeah. I appreciate God giving me a job and opportunity and life support and all that. And so I'm back. Let's just get it on. Junior, I don't know if anything been on your mind, but just say it. Let me get it out the way.
Do you see my face?
Yeah, I see your face.
You understand what I'm going through?
No, not really.
See, here I am trying. 30 days in, just being married, about 32 days being married, and you going to just choose that time to come up missing.
Yeah.
But you okay with it. I'm glad to be back, ain't but one. So you
I ain't got nothing to do with your marriage.
I ain't got a problem.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do with your marriage. I'm not in that.
Okay.
I got my own situation I got to contend with.
Okay, well then, why would you want to counsel me and then leave soon after I give it? You just
Because you have to practice the counseling, Junior. See,
let me tell you something what I've been doing since
the
you've been
coach can coach, but at one point in time, you got to get out on the field and run the play.
Okay,
so now I left you over here to run the play.
But let me show you what I've been doing so you understand.
Because she been tackling your ass, now you mad at me.
Yeah, I'm mad at you
ain't
because you've been missing. Let me show you what I've been doing.
Because you ain't scored on the play.
Do you understand why you've been missing? I watched all 3 episodes of Lord of the Rings trying to keep my ring on.
What?
That's what I've been doing.
What?
I've been watching Lord of the Rings trying to keep my ring, and your ass just happy to be back.
That's
you don't really love me, do you?
That's a good ass movie, man. Them little hobbits with them big ass hairy feet that can step on them mountains without no shoes on. Them good ass movie right there.
This is what you get out of it.
But please know they white though. They are white because ain't nowhere in the world black people we had to have shoes.
Oh my God!
Stepping on them jagged ass rocks
tender.
and running from gargoyles and stuff. I got to have them damn shoes on.
You don't care nothing about what I'm doing.
And I have got to shave the hair off the top of this foot. I cannot look down there and see that hair on top of this foot. I can
All
have
on
a
your
little
toes.
I can have a little knuckle hair, but I can't have hair on the top of my foot.
Knuckle hair.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I can have some knuckle hair, but I cannot have hair on the top of my foot, man. Glad to be back. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica, Junior, nephew Tommy. What's happening, y'all?
Welcome back, Steve. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, run that prank back with the nephew right after this.
What? You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to start your morning off with the nephew and run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
I got Oak Triosity. Oak Triosity.
Favorite prank.
Of all time.
Of all times. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Marvin, please.
Yeah, this is Marvin speaking.
Marvin, hi. I'm calling you from Doc's office. I'm actually the lab technician. And you came in and got a physical, I guess, about a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's my understanding this is for your occupation, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, you're in that. What do you do for a living when you're a
Oh, yeah, I'm a truck driver.
Okay. Now, I was giving you a call about, I'm here looking at your records and all the testings that you actually went through. Wow. Let's see. Have you had any activity or any problems around your navel area?
Nah, everything been fine.
Okay.
Everything all right, huh?
Yeah, everything's fine, but I mean, you haven't had any type of nothing, no breakout or anything around your navel or whatsoever?
Nah, man. The second time you asked me about my navel. Nah, everything going straight, man.
Okay.
I'm trying to see what's going on, man. What's happening?
Okay. Actually, you've been diagnosed with oak triositis. And oak triositis is actually a fungus that comes out of South America. And you have no activity whatsoever around your navel?
Nah, man, quit asking me the same thing, man. Oak triositis.
It's oak triositis, sir. And
what you say that?
What that is actually you if you haven't had it yet, you say you haven't had any activity, there's going to be like a small little tree that's going to be growing from your navel. And it gets about 6 inches long, and it probably bears about 25 to 30 leaves on it, but it's very small.
Whoa, run that back by me. You see a tree going to be growing out my navel.
It's going to be a small tree, and what's going to happen is I'm going to have to get you to come back in probably in the next month. We're going to need you to come in so we can check it out, but it's got to grow its fullest potential before we can actually do anything to it.
Nah, I can't come in no month. I got to come in today, man. Somebody got to tell me what's going on, man. Get this problem resolved, man, because I'm finna get married, man.
Well, we can't. It has to grow its fullest potential, sir. And the full term is actually like about 4 weeks before we can actually.
Man, I'm not waiting for no 4 weeks, man. Somebody got to come tell me something right now, man. I ain't finna go married, man, and have to fly out of town, man, and have something growing out my navel, man. Y'all going crazy, man.
Sir, oak triositis is something that's very rare. We were actually getting this assignment from overseas in South America on how to treat this.
Man, I don't give a damn. Where is it, man? Somebody gonna have to come give me some help right now, man. I'm finna get ready to get married, man. I'm not finna be putting up with it, man. Somebody in this office, man, got to come down here and do something for me, man. And what you say, if you say I can cut it out myself?
Sir, the best I can do is probably trim it a bit, and maybe knock a few leaves off, but I cannot touch the full stalk at all.
Man, you can cut this put a Band-Aid, do something.
Sir,
to it,
if
man.
you
I
cut it, there's a
possibility right now, man.
You cannot, sir. If you cut it, there's a possibility of hemorrhaging, and you're going to really create a bigger problem than what you have already.
Man, that I'm trying to get this pulled out, man. I'm finna get married in 2 weeks, man. We finna fly to Jamaica and can't now. Somebody can do this for me. I pull this out my self.
Sir, you cannot pull it out. You're going to create
that, man.
You're going to create a bigger problem if you try to pull it out, sir.
The problem is already there. I'm trying to get this hammer, man. You mean to tell me that big hospital ain't now there can help me?
Sir,
what you want me to do,
sir,
man?
It's not something.
Man, I have poking out of my stomach, and you telling me it ain't you can do, man.
Sir, oak treocetus is not something that we treat all the time. Like I said, it hails from South America. So we got.
I don't give a for the help from Great Britain. Somebody at the hospital folks there to come down there and help me pull this off, man.
Sir, I understand what you're going through, but we have to let it grow its full term, which is 4 weeks, sir. The full root of it.
Letting it grow, man. I ain't finna let it grow, man. Finna go down right now, man. Y'all gonna have to do something, man.
Sir, there's nothing we can do. We can probably trim it a little bit.
The trim, get some chainsaw and cut this, man. Do something.
Sir, there's nothing we can do at this point but sit back and wait and let it grow its full term, okay? Can we get
I'm not doing no waiting, man. Somebody finna help me right now, man.
Sir, can we get an appointment for you in the next 4 to 5 weeks? Can we do that?
No, you got to get an appointment for me today. I'm finna get married, man. I'm finna fly to Jamaica. Man, I can't have no sticking out of me. I can't even sit at the airport, man. You gonna embarrass me like that, man? Have sticking out my neighbor. You crazy?
Sir, I understand it, and like I said, oak treocetus is very rare, and it's something that we haven't treated that many times here in the States. But overseas, the message that we're getting is that we need to let it grow its full term.
So you mean to tell me ain't nobody in America got oak tree? What the is the name of that man?
It's oak treocetus, sir.
So how the I get it if don't nobody else in America got it?
Sir, I could not believe that you were coming up with oak treocetus here in the States. It's something very rarely seen here. There's been 2 people in the past that's been diagnosed with this, and they actually passed away.
So now you're telling me some done died, and you're going to tell me 3 weeks. Man, I'm coming down there today, man. Somebody finna do something for me,
Sir,
man.
there's nothing that we can do today until 4 to 5 weeks.
Man, I got to go get married. I'm flying to Jamaica, man. Did you hear what I just said, man?
I'm hearing what you're saying, but I can't do anything if you don't see the tree already coming out of the navel yet.
Cut the off. Somebody got to do something now. Damn, what you want me to do, man?
I don't know what I want you to do, sir, but I have one more thing I can tell you.
Yeah, well, what you got to say, man?
Are you listening?
I'm listening to you, man.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy Earl.
Man, you gotta be kidding me, man. Damn, man, tell that man I'm gonna kick that out my wig, man. Man, you too, Nephew Tommy, man. Y'all have me going crazy as hell, man. I'm looking all of my damn neighbor thinking the tree finna grow out this, man. I'm on the air, man.
No, you ain't on the air right now.
Man, I'm already nervous and finna get married in 2 weeks. Crazy, man. Damn.
Hey, man, I got one more thing to ask you, Marvin, man. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show. If you're listening, your ass is out the way. Yeah, you out of there.
Bravo. You got it, Carla.
That's how you welcome the big dog back, just like that.
Oh. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO. He is back, the Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll remind you to check out the must-see movie Till. Also in entertainment news, Stevie Wonder praises R&B singer Ari Lennox and asked her who is she in love with. What? Pressure.
Okay,
pressure.
Stevie.
Pressure. Yeah. Plus in trending entertainment news, Nori apologizes to the George Floyd family after Kanye West comments on his latest Drink Champs podcast episode.
His stupid ass.
Oh, Lord. We'll talk about all of these stories at the
He's
top
stupid
of the hour.
out the country.
But right now, it's time to ask the CLO. And the CLO is back and in position. Sophia in Edmonton writes, my 55-year-old mother and I slept with the same man. It was an old friend of mine that fixes air conditioners. Yeah. And I sent him to fix my mom's AC unit recently. My mom did not pay him. She expected me to pay him. He got mad about her not paying him, and he told me everything. Should I bring it up to her?
Well, first of all, you need to know that a lot of old people sleep with the air-conditioned man.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, that's kind of regular. A lot of old people sleep with the air-conditioned man. You might have to get new. Anybody that fix heating and air, do plumbing, they can get slept with because your mama didn't have the payment. Now, somebody got to come across with something. Now, you sent that man over there. You know how he collect.
Goodness.
And he didn't have the money, and he was thinking money and that. But then all she said was, this is good enough now. All you did was fix my air, and I put some heat on you.
Go on. Go on now.
Fair exchange ain't no robbery. You know, old people say old stuff, too. You gave me some air, and I gave you some of this heat. Now, I thought we was even now, Herman.
All right.
Herman the air conditioner.
You know he loves Herman.
Because there ain't nobody still doing heating and air. Ain't that many people still doing heating and air.
All right. Well, moving on to Polo in Atlanta.
Dante don't get into heating and air. He down there playing video games. Dante, he didn't go to HVAC school.
But Herman, on the other hand.
Yeah, Herman made life out of it.
All right, moving on to Polo in Atlanta. Polo writes, I'm a 60-year-old married man, and I just found out that I have hypertension for the first time in my life. My wife is healthy, and I'm surprised because we both eat badly. She knows I need to watch my salt intake and stress, and all she wants to do is fry chicken and fish and argue. Is she trying to get rid of me early?
Yeah, you out, homie. Yeah, you out. You don't see the writing on the wall, that fried chicken, all that salt. She got the medical report with you. She know what you ain't supposed to have. This what we cooking. Slow death, doggy. Slow death.
Slow down.
Hang in there,
Food's
pimp.
probably good though, huh?
Yeah, it
She
tastes
cook,
good
Steve?
though.
Yeah.
But you on your way out though. Ain't nothing like some good ass flavor to kill you.
Yeah.
A lot of salt. All right. Moving on to Carmela in Pensacola. Carmela says, I'm 44 years old and my husband is 30. My husband's sister and I have been friends since kindergarten, and she is not happy that I'm with her brother. When she comes to our house, she won't speak to me. I told my husband that he's got to stop her from doing that. Should he be loyal to me or her?
Could I answer? Well, now, listen to me.
Carmela.
I don't know how to tell you this, Carmela, but she got an attitude with you because you got her little baby brother. Now, gonna be an attitude. Now, the thing of it is, it's your house. Are they married? Did they get married?
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
44.
Well,
the husband is 30.
Well, see, that's your house. See, now
Carmela.
you got every right to be respected in your home.
Right.
So whether he loyal to her or not, you can check her. Look, you don't come in here and don't speak to me.
Cuss her out.
Because you know what? What you're not finna do is come in my house and be disrespectful to me.
Yeah.
Now, you sure can't come in here and disrespect Marjorie. She not. Man, please. Stop. Go and call the Pharrell house and disrespect her and see how it go.
Get your feelings hurt.
I want to pick the cusser on the show. Now, you can go to Shirley house and she'll, have little,
What will I do?
prayer and stuff, and forgiveness and pass out scriptures and everything.
Not if she's not speaking now.
Yeah, well, the Lord didn't speak to me either, but here's a scripture for Shirley will try to be kind to you. You need to go and call his house so you can get it in the face.
That's it.
All right. Moving on to Melinda in Teaneck. Melinda says, I have been with the same man for 22 years, and we could never get married because he was already married. Now that his wife has died, this is the last one. Now that his wife has died, he wants to marry me, and I don't want to be his main woman because he'll get another side piece and cheat on me with her. Am I right or wrong? Can this man be faithful?
What?
Yeah, that logic,
What?
right? Yeah, she doesn't want to marry him because she doesn't want to be the main woman, because he'll get a side piece and cheat on her with the side piece.
This is how
like
you've been
you're doing
living your
now.
life for 22 years.
That's how she thinks. Yeah.
So now, that's okay.
It's too much.
Okay, what?
Okay, you right. Yeah.
That's all you got?
Now what?
Yeah.
See, hello. I was looking forward to your answer on this.
No.
What?
Yeah. Well,
You're right.
I mean, first of all, if you're gonna live your life based on a what if,
Fear.
the man, she died. The man wants to marry you. You don't want to marry him because you don't want to be the main one because he'll get a side piece. Do you know if he got a side piece, he already got one? He wasn't waiting on her to die. He had you while she was living.
Right.
He ain't waiting on nobody to die to make no move.
So what should she do, Steve?
You was the move. And if he'd have made another move, you don't know about that. That don't make no sense.
So can he be faithful?
He can be faithful. Look, because a person's in a bad marriage and gets something else, that don't make him a bad person or her a bad person. Ain't nobody finna live in no misery. Ain't nobody finna do that, man.
Well, he
Every
should marry
day.
her.
Wait, but he cheated for 22 years, Steve.
With
Till
her.
she died.
The woman left.
Till death
Death.
do us part. He stayed with her.
Oh, my goodness.
He stayed with her.
He was
You
loyal.
better do your vows. Till death do you part. I'm going to stay married to you.
You better do your vow.
Not finna be faithful.
Don't listen to this newlywed.
Gonna
Please
stay
don't.
married to you. You better do your vows, dog. All the way out. Now she dead. I'm gonna marry you.
My God.
Boy, you better. Whoop.
Well, I don't know.
You better do your vows.
Cheated on me with her. All right. Thank you, Ciela. Welcome back. Coming up
That
at the
type
top
of
of the
commitment
hour,
is rare.
we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, did you guys get a chance to see the movie Till over the weekend? Of course, we all know the story of Emmett Till. Such a sad story. Emmett was a 14-year-old boy living in Chicago back in 1955, and he went to Mississippi like a lot of kids around that time did from the city. They would go to the South to visit their cousins. He went to visit his cousin, and he was brutally lynched there. His mother, Mamie Till Mobley, turned her loss into a legacy, though, and that's what the movie Till is all about. It's a true story of how courageous Emmett Till's mother was back in 1955. Now, this story is told from Emmett's mother's point of view, and that's what makes the movie. Till is so unique because of that. After losing her only child, Mamie Till Mobley showed incredible strength as she turned her pain into purpose. Mamie knew the power of an image and made sure that the world saw what happened to her son. Till is a movie by Black creators that made a conscious choice not to show violence toward Black people in this movie, so the movie does not depict Emmett Till's lynching at all. It is incredibly important to continue to tell the truth about what happened to Emmett Till. The Emmett Till anti-lynching bill was just passed this year. Just this year, in 2022. This is 67 years after his murder. Everyone needs to know the story of Emmett Till, so go see the movie Till. This is our history.
Absolutely, Shirley. Absolutely. I'm going to take my daughter. She's 14 years old. Like you said, this is our history. And this is something that, they're not teaching our children in school, the history part of it. And the anti-lynching bill just passed this year. That's a moment in history, too. So this is a must-see movie. This is something that you have to go see. We have to continue to educate our children so they'll know our history, know our past, present, and our future. There are our future leaders of tomorrow. So, again, Till is a must-see movie. I can't wait to go see it.
Oh, yeah. In other entertainment news, Stevie Wonder did an interview with R&B singer Ari Lennox on our home station in LA, KJLH. Shout out to KJLH and Stevie Wonder. And now Stevie asked Ari Lennox, who is she currently in love with? Take a listen.
This is about you, and I just want to let you know that I love your voice.
Thank you. I love your
incredibly.
voice.
I like the energy.
Thank you.
I like the innuendos. You know, like all that.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh my, yes.
So who are you gonna marry?
Oh, I don't know.
What?
It's in hell out here.
They say it's hard out here in these streets.
It's really hard out here for him. I can't.
Who are you in love with?
The music.
Oh my goodness.
I'll help you.
Right. No, my dogs. My
Oh, your
dogs.
dogs.
My Galactus and
I'm on your dog. What's up, dog?
Hey, no.
Hey, dog.
No. But yeah.
Pimping ain't easy.
Wow.
Pimping ain't easy.
I'm gonna tell you
Pimping
something.
ain't easy.
Did Stevie shoot a shot?
Yeah,
tell you,
it sounds like he was kind of,
If that girl hadn't have got in the conversation with her nosy ass, Stevie was pushing up on her. Stevie was smooth
Yes, he
with it.
was.
So
You're right.
Let me ask you something. You know what you with? You know, he was on it, man, and she was breaking. I heard it in her voice. She was caving in.
Yeah,
man,
Stevie
she
was
finna
Stevieing. He was
Dog,
Stevieing.
Stevie was
Yes,
on
he
it,
was.
and then the old CB in the background. She done jumped all in there, all in the damn way.
Well, here's
Nah,
some
be
comments.
mad to your music, girl. Ain't nobody said that.
Some of the comments on social media, Steve, they were saying that Stevie Wonder is a smooth talker, just like you're saying. And then someone said, sounds like Stevie was shooting his shot. And then one person, you always have said this, Steve. One person said, he ain't blind. he is not blind.
Hell well. I'm telling y'all right now, I have been saying it for y'all.
Yes,
he ain't
you
got
have.
no stick. He ain't got no dog. He ain't got none of the stuff
Stevie
other
can see.
blind people got.
You've always said that, Steve.
Be dressing, be matching and everything.
How you do all that? Brian?
Braiding his own hair. Come on, man.
He almost stole your car.
Dog, you remember that time he did that?
Yes.
We had a
I
radio
do.
show in L.A. on the 19th floor. Stevie was supposed to do the radio show that morning. He was late. And I get a phone call on my cell phone. And it's Stevie. I said, Stevie, where you at, man? He said, look out the window. I looked out the window. He was sitting in my brand new truck, waving. He was in the driver's seat waving.
You lying.
Sure was.
I'm on the 19th floor. I look down. He said, you see this truck? Your new truck, the black one? I'm driving it. He had his hand out the window waving. I said, hey,
True
man,
story.
you don't get your... But he was moving the truck a little bit. The truck was moving a little bit.
True story.
I say, man, you don't get your blind ass out my truck, man. You been trying to hit something. Stay, man,
Finally.
Stevie told me one time on TV, we was doing a show together. And he said, man, you sure got on the cheap ass suit. I said, wait a minute, man. I thought you was blind. He said, I know how cheap fabric sound.
Classic. That's classic.
Yep.
A legend right
Had
there,
great
boy.
times. Great. Fun times. Yep. Well, coming up in about 20 minutes after the hour, in case you haven't heard, Steve Harvey is back in the building.
Back
Yes,
And it's
sir.
Tuesday. That's right. It's Tuesday. So we got to talk about voting. We have to
we
talk
do.
about voting. It's extremely important, this midterm election coming up November 8th. So we'll talk about that coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, right here on the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So every Tuesday, we here at the Steve Harvey Morning Show are going to remind you to please get out and vote. This is not a drill, people. Early voting started yesterday.
No, we doing
in
it every
Georgia.
day, Shirley.
Yeah.
All right,
okay.
well, let's do it.
Let's do it
kick
every
off.
day.
No,
I like
no,
that
this ain't
even
no
better.
every Tuesday. We
All
doing
right,
it every
every
day.
I love it.
Every day. I love it too. Early voting started yesterday in Georgia, and last night the Atlanta Press Club hosted a debate between Democratic gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams and Governor Brian Kemp. This is the nation's most watched governor's race, the one going on in Georgia. Also, last week, former President Obama, President Biden, and First Lady Dr. Jill Biden were all in Atlanta campaigning for Abrams. There is also a Senate showdown between Democratic candidate Raphael Warnock and Republican Herschel Walker. You missed that debate.
Okay.
It finally happened, Steve.
Well, I saw some of it on clips and stuff. Let me say this to everybody. Do not be deceived with this polling information. They are very tricky. Voter suppression is alive and well around this country. They are working very hard in Georgia, but we got some important stuff going on in Philly, the same stuff going on in all these markets that we are in. Virginia, it's going down everywhere. Listen to me, y'all. They are trying to say that Stacey Abrams is trailing. The reason that they want to say that is because they know a lot of people go, well, she losing, ain't no need of me going down there. No, we have to go down there and vote. We have to vote. Let me ask you something. When the last time they polled your ass? Anybody polled you? No.
Ever.
They don't poll us. So quit worrying about them damn polls and go and vote like we're supposed to.
Yes,
Now, let me talk to y'all about Miss Stacey Abrams for a minute. All of y'all that's under this delusional thing that Governor Kemp is a governor of diversity because he done gave somebody a little punk-ass contract to do something. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Listen, man, all y'all cats that's out here that's rapping, that's out here talking, that's in the entertainment business, look, man, get the facts together. Get your facts together. Kemp has never been a diverse governor. He has never cared about you. If you knew the funds that were sitting on his desk that would change the lives of people in our community, that would have kept that hospital open, that would have kept so many things alive in our community, you wouldn't be voting for this man. Get to the polls, everybody, and vote for Stacey Abrams in Georgia. This is important. Now, Barack Obama came down here to try to get everybody on fire. We've got to understand the importance of this election all around the country. We are voting in these midterms in November. We're showing up. Go to whenweallvote.org and find out what you need to do. Early voting done started.
Coming up in 34 minutes after the hour, we'll talk about an update. We'll talk about your trip, Steve. How about that? We know you have stories because you always do right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Steve, you've been away for about a week or so now. You just got back today.
It's been more than a damn week. A week?
That's all it is.
Been longer than
feel
that.
like a long time with greatness.
No.
Tommy, that's all it is. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you, dog.
How was your vacay? What happened?
Yeah.
What's going on?
We know you got stories, Steve. What's happening?
Had to go to prayer. You want to? I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Funny stories, or most of my stories, some aggravating things happen.
Yeah, you always cussing and.
Well, the most aggravating thing happened to me was on the flight to Paris. Marjorie was in Paris already. I'm going to Paris for her birthday.
Right.
Where I'm flying from,
I saw you on the ground.
I ordered first class. They at the last minute they changed the aircraft.
Oh.
So now the aircraft that's going, it's 2:15 in the morning now. It's the only flight I can get to Paris in time for her birthday. And now it has no first class, it's just got business class.
Okay.
Wow.
I said, okay. But now I done got accustomed that when I do fly on these long flights, that I'm in these first class cabins. I always fly to airlines, Emirates, Etihad, that have the doors that close.
Right.
Well, in business, it don't have that.
No.
So now I'm in business.
You're just out.
And you people can just look and see you.
Right.
I'm
out there.
This how I know I'm in trouble. I'm on row 10. I ain't even never been nowhere that had 10 rows on it. Man, I'm on row 10. I'm sitting there going, I ain't even know they went this high. It's 4 rows in first, tops.
How long is the flight?
7 hours.
Okay.
So, man, I'm sitting up in here. So it's about 4 o'clock in the morning. I done fell asleep. And you know, I'm from the hood, so I could just kind of feel. I was sleeping, facing the window, and I had my little seat laid down almost in the bed, not quite. I don't lay down flat on flights in case I got to get up real quick.
Jump
I like
up,
to be halfway there.
Right.
Okay, so I'm like, and I kind of sense something. I turn around, and this dude is standing over me, reaching over my little board. And I said, "Say, man." I said,
"What?"
Nah.
Is he
Come on,
Does he work there?
No, he don't work here.
He's just a passenger?
He in the seat next to me over there across the aisle. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to cover you up. I noticed you weren't covered."
You in.
What?
What?
Hey, man, I cussed this dude out so bad on this plane.
What?
He said, "I was trying to cover you up. I noticed you weren't covered."
He wants you to get sick.
I said,
What?
"Mother blank, I don't need no mother blanking body to mother."
Yeah,
I don't.
He's supposed to
I don't.
whoop his ass, dog.
I said, "Dog, but dog, no. See, he didn't touch me. He didn't touch me. I just saw him leaning over me, reaching. So I said, hey man, I don't need no blankety blank to help me cover me to blank up. Who the blank is you?" I said, "Joe, blanking ass over there in your seat." Now I'm up the rest of the flight, just looking across the aisle.
So everybody on routine.
He's sleeping everything. I'm just.
Everybody on routine heard.
No, man, but it's middle of the night. Most people would sleep.
So did he know who you are? Who you know?
Had to.
Okay.
Everybody
He
knew.
had to.
That's why he wanted to tuck him in. That's why.
So I'm over there.
Exactly.
I'm almost sleep one time. This Asian lady taking my picture. I wanted to say something to her ass, but she had took it already. I said, "Boy, let me tell you something. Back here in row 10, there's some activity back here." I told my wife, I said, "Baby, next time I find out they change the aircraft, my ass going back to my hotel." I can't do that no more.
You're too famous for all of that, yeah. Wow.
Dude
Steve.
stood up when he got champagne before the flight took off. He poured it. He got a glass of champagne. Was that? "Here's to you, Steve Harvey." I got to get my ass
Famous boy.
famous. Oh,
You're
back
too
here.
famous, Steve.
That damn
All
row
right.
10, boy.
Listen, thanks, Steve. We knew you had some great stories. Coming up next, it is the nephew in
Here's to
today's
you,
prank
Steve
phone
Harvey.
call. Cheers.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is "Ain't no sunshine when she's gone." All right, we'll get into that
Ain't
in
no
just a bit.
sunshine
That's
when
it,
she
Steve.
gone.
We'll get into it. But right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
I got it for you, Shirley. Your husband's prescription is ready. Your husband's
Seems harmless.
prescription is ready.
I know
okay.
it's not, but it sounds harmless.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, so, no. Your husband's prescription is ready. That's that good dope. We got it for you. Okay? Cat dog, if you would.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing? This is Pharmacy. My name is Brian. I'm the tech here. Is Mr. Is it Donovan? Is he available?
No. What can I help you with?
Well, he dropped his prescription off about an hour ago. We wanted to call and let you guys know that the prescription is ready.
Prescription for what?
Well, he dropped off a prescription. I'm assuming he must have. It looks like the doctor just wrote this prescription today, so I'm assuming he. Seems like he would probably need this pretty soon. So I wanted to let you guys know it's ready.
Okay, and what exactly did he get a prescription for?
It's amoxicillin.
Amoxicillin.
Amoxicillin. We've got him at least 15 tablets. If he could take 2 tablets a day.
Wait,
I'm
sorry. Your name is Brian, right?
My name is Brian. Yes, I'm the technician here at the pharmacy.
Okay, well, Donovan, that's my husband. Let me make sure you have the right Donovan because, can we check the birthdays? Are you allowed to do that with me?
Oh, definitely. It's 74. Is that correct?
Yes. Okay. And so what exactly is amoxicillin for?
Amoxicillin is an antibiotic, ma'am, so any type of small infections of some sort, diseases or whatever, it pretty much cures it.
So you telling me this nasty then got something and went and got it on my. First off, he went and seen the doctor and got a prescription under my insurance. This type of and he went and got something. You know what? That Brian, I'm coming down there. I'll pick up the medicine. I'll get it. And if he wants that medicine, he'll check in with me at my counter because I got to check that he done wrote that his and not cash. I'm going to beat the hell out this. He do not know. He does not even, you know what? We brought in a New Year.
I'm sorry. You're Miss. What? Can I call you by your first name? What's your name?
No, call me Miss. That's fine. Just call me Miss. No, call me Miss.
Okay. First of all, I want to apologize. I had no idea that you were not aware of the actual prescription that we've just filled for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just on a personal note, I'm just curious. Is there a possibility maybe you could have given it to him?
Brian, no, the you didn't. You done lost your little mind. Now, first off, you don't call my phone. First off, no, I'm glad you called my phone to tell me it's my insurance. That's why. And then you gonna accuse me of giving that nasty something. Are you screwing him? Don't you ever in your life call somebody's phone, and this is a courtesy call. It's none of your business what's going on in my okay? None of your business. You get out of my legs. That ain't none of your business. And no, I ain't got nothing to answer your question. I got something for your and his. He want to come home with STDs, and you want to ask me if I gave him STDs? Oh, okay. Where's your manager? Let me speak to your manager. Ma'am,
I'm not trying to be unprofessional. I was just asking a personal question. I should not have asked you something like that, and I do apologize. Should we expect someone to pick up the prescription?
I just told you I'm gonna be picking that up. I'm gonna come in there. You know what, Brian? You'll know who I am because I got a couple words for your. And I still want to speak to your manager. You were very unprofessional, and I don't appreciate you coming at me. I'm trying to eat. You called me, tell me he didn't got me a STD, didn't ask me, did I give it to him? And you all up in between my.
No, I'm not trying to get all in between your legs, ma'am. Apparently, that's not the place to be, considering you guys need amoxicillin. You know, but nevertheless.
You didn't lost your mind. You know what, Brian? I still got some firecrackers left from the first, and guess what? I'm gonna light the up, yo. You don't play games with me. You do not even know. You do not know me. You don't know who I am. You don't know who I know and what I got. I got something for y'all. What is this prescription at? Because I know it's not the one by our house. I know it's not. What did he take his choice for? Where are you at? Because I'm on my way now.
Would you like, my manager's here. Would you like to speak with him, ma'am?
Yeah, put your manager on. Put your manager on. I want to speak to him now.
Hang on a second.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, this is Tommy.
Who?
Tommy.
You're the manager?
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show when you just got pranked by your husband, Donovan.
I'm going to kill him and you. What the prank calling me? He needs to be out looking for a job that ain't worked in 3 months. Don't play with me like that. Got my blood pressure high.
You all right?
Oh, no, I'm coming down. I'm still coming to get you.
I'm not at baby. You can't come get me.
Oh, you better be glad I love your show. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
He told me, my wife don't tolerate no cheating.
He know I'm crazy. You ain't right. You wrong.
I got one more thing to ask you, though. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You wrong for that.
Enough said.
Wrong for that, king of pranks.
Okay. Pharmacist up here telling folks business and everything.
Brian.
Apparently, that's not.
You weren't supposed to tell the wife anyway. You're supposed to speak to the person.
Right. Isn't that against the law? Telling the business?
But when you pranking, you break laws. What is y'all?
Right.
What is
yes,
this?
you do.
Oh, you do?
You don't follow no rules when you pranking. What is y'all talking
You
about?
make them up as you go.
As you go along. You don't get out between my legs. Apparently, that's not the place.
Oh, that's what did it.
Yes.
That set her off. You pushed the button with that one.
It did. Let me speak to your manager.
Baby. You hear amoxicillin. Uh-oh. What happened? All right, so get ready. The nephew is coming to November 12th. The nephew is grabbing the microphone. That's the Omar Shrine Auditorium. Omar Shrine Auditorium.
What?
Charleston.
You getting back out there?
Yes, got to. Omar Shrine Auditorium. That's Charleston, South Carolina, Saturday night. November the 12th. Tickets on sale right now. Nephew Tommy and friends. You don't want to miss it. So if you live in Charleston, the Low Country, or around the way, come see what coming back look like. Because I promise you, coming back and coming back strong. We talking about everything that's done happened to me in the last 6 months. Lord have mercy.
Everything.
Amazing.
Everything.
I know why you're going back out there, Tom. You got to.
Huh?
I know why you're going back out there.
Why I'm going back out there?
Because I saw your house. You got to go.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Please
Junior
don't tell
went to
Steve.
the chateau.
I see why. I see why you be talking about this stuff you be saying.
Now, Junior, how stupid should I be November 12th? I just asked. How stupid?
Well, based upon your house, real easy.
Stop. Get out the house.
Get out the chateau.
He's
Get out
doing
the
you
house.
like you do, Steve.
Boy, I understand why you just stupid, Tommy. I understand. I get a better understanding now.
Oh, you get it now, Junior?
Oh, I get it.
Stupid can buy you a lot of things now. Stupid can really buy you some
I'm trying to get
things.
more ignorant than you after what I just saw. I need that.
I don't know if that's possible, but you know.
I'm gonna give it my best shot. If I fall short,
know if
I'll
that's
be like
possible.
about 6,000 short in square feet.
Well, that's a lot, Junior. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Ooh, my cousin, nephew Tommy, boy, I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you, sir.
Aw.
But
God is
not just
good.
about
God is
not
in the
about house.
blessing
I'm talking about, I'm
business.
proud of you, man, because you doing something, man. You actually making the comeback.
Yeah.
You actually coming back, dog.
I got to. I got a lot to prove, especially to myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot to prove. It just makes me feel good. So I got to grab the mic. I got to be on stage, man.
Yeah.
So November 12th, man, the Low Country, Charleston, South Carolina, Omar Shrine Auditorium. Tickets on sale. The nephew was there. Stupid coming to the Low Country. Yeah.
All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. The subject is Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter, okay? We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours. Write it.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 58-year-old pastor and I'm single. My wife of 25 years cheated on me in my own house, so it was a major embarrassment to me and my church. We tried to work it out, but after a few months of another pastor counseling us, she let it be known that she was not interested in staying with me. It was a double whammy because she also left town right after she told me she didn't want me. My life is at a standstill because she doesn't want a divorce. Sometimes when I call her, she'll talk to me like she still loves me. Other times she ignores my calls and she will text me that she can't talk right now. I think she is going through something and just needs time away from me to get her life back on track. My pastor friend that counseled us has advised me to start the divorce process and move on with my life, but I'm holding out hope that she returns to me. My 82-year-old father's favorite song is Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone, and that is how I feel every day. My parents have been married for close to 60 years, and I want that same type of love. If my wife needs a little time, that's just fine. God can fix her heart, and I do believe that she will come back to me. Some say I'm foolish, but I say I am optimistic. Some say I shouldn't take her back after she has done who knows what with other men, but I'm all for forgiveness and redemption. I have dealt with the shame, and I still am able to face my congregation. I often hear them laughing and teasing me behind my back, but I'm telling you, there ain't no sunshine when she's gone. I need your honest advice on this one. Am I holding out hope for a woman that won't ever come back to me? Well, You're a pastor and a God-fearing man of faith. So I cannot in good faith tell you there's not a chance that she'll come back to you, because I truly believe that God can perform miracles in the most unbelievable situation. And this is one of those situations. This is unbelievable. Amen. Amen. Normally, I would tell you to watch what she does, not what she says. She's already moved on, moved away. She's playing with you, toying with you. You said that in the letter. I would say you're wasting your time and you need to let her go. You should let her go, because she's certainly no longer interested in being married to you. She's cheated on you. She's lied. She's humiliated you in front of your church members. And she keeps playing with you, like you said. And you need to move on. You do. But even with all of that, you still love her and you want her back. You believe that God will make a way. So who am I to argue with you and your faith? I'm believing God for seemingly impossible things myself right now. And only God knows how those things will end up. So as the man of God you are, I say keep being faithful, because he truly can turn things around in your favor. I've seen it happen. I'm sure you have too. This is between you and God. He can change your wife's heart. He can do it. He can do everything. He can do whatever, anything. So I'm going to be with you. I'm going to believe with you. Okay. Look to him. Steve.
Yeah, well, that's Shirley's answer.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, I'm back now. Well, Pastor, I'm just going to put it to you like this. Now, you may be a 58-year-old pastor, but you wrote in on this show. Your letter is to the Strawberry Letter. Now, Shirley's advice, you can follow it if you want to. My answer completely different. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Well, hell, what was it doing when she was there? See, y'all kill me. Y'all, okay, Pastor, here we go now. You 58. Obviously, I done been in some situations you ain't. I'm 65. You 58. You a pastor, I ain't. But look at here, though. I'm single. You 58-year-old pastor, single. Your wife of 25 years cheated on me in my own house. What? So now, based on that line, what is the rest of this letter for? I'm confused. Bruh, I love to talk to you as a pastor, but you didn't write the letter as a pastor. You wrote the letter just as a regular dude, man, as we all are. Because when you're not pastoring, the rest of the time, you one of us, man. Cheated on you in your own house, so it was a major embarrassment to me and my church. How did church find out about it? Who told that? See, this got to be a little church. Man, I just walked in, praise the Lord, saints, last night was Saturday. I walked in the house last night, and my wife was in there with Deacon Roosevelt. I just wanted y'all to know what happened, and God is good. Well, God is good, but she ain't. We tried to work it out, but after a few months of another pastor counseling us, she let it be known she was not interested in staying with me. Okay, cool, bye. It was a double whammy because she also left town right after she told me she didn't want me. Bye. Damn, dog, what else you need? My life is at a standstill because she don't want a divorce. What? Man, I'm confused. But when I come back, I'm not going to be confused. Pastor, I'm sorry. My answer is not going to be like Shirley's answer. Man to man, here we go.
All right, Steve, hang on. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. The subject is Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone.
Well, all right. Here's the subject. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Well, if it ain't no sunshine when she's gone, how was it when she was there? Well, let's get into the letter and find out. I'm a 58-year-old pastor, and I'm single. My wife of 25 years cheated on me in my own house. What is the rest of this letter for? This right there, the end. My wife of 25 years, that's why you single. I'm single now. You 25 years, you cheat on me in my own house. Where's the police report? How is that not attached to the damn letter? Because the dude that come into my house, oh, partner, I got something for him. I got something for him. I won't be the woman, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to stomp you, dog, for coming up in my house, though. Not for being with my wife, for coming up in my house thinking I'm that punk-ass dude you can walk up with that mess. So that's what I'm talking about. She out, though. I don't care nothing about that. It was a major embarrassment to me and my church. We tried to work it out, but after a few months of another pastor counseling her, she let it be known she was not interested in staying with me. Okay. It was a double whammy because she also left town right after that. She told me she didn't want me. Okay. Dog, what else you need? My life is at a standstill because she don't want a divorce. But y'all, you single, though. Your life ain't at no standstill. Sometimes when I call her, she'll talk to me like she still love me. Other times she ignores my call, and she would text me that she can't talk right now. Well, why you think that is, Pastor? Huh? You text your wife, and she tell you she can't talk right now. She ain't take the kids with her. What's she doing? Man, come on. I think she's going through something and just needs some time away from me to get her life back on track. She done took the time away. She done moved. She left town. She told you and the pastor she don't want you. Dog, what is you analyzing it for?
How many more signs you need?
Yeah, dog. Going through something, she just needs some time away. She done took some time. My pastor friend and counselors advised me to start the divorce process and move on with my life. But I'm holding out hope that she returns to me. For what? What you want her back for? My 82-year-old father's favorite song is Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. Your favorite song ought to be, but what's the weather like when she's home? Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Your song ought to be, but what's the weather like when she's home? See, and that's how I feel every day. My parents have been married for close to 60 years. And I want that same type of love. You don't have that type of love. Your dad ain't walked in the house and saw your mama sleeping with somebody else in their house. I got you want that type of love, but you don't have that type, man. If my wife needs a little time, that's just fine. God can fix her heart, and I do believe she will come back to me. God can fix her heart if she want her heart fixed. She ain't asking for forgiveness. She out there with another dude, man. Some say I'm foolish. A damn fool. But I say I'm optimistic. You stupid, Pastor. Some say I shouldn't take her back. She don't want you back. Dog, where are you going with this? Some say I shouldn't take her back. She don't want you back. After what she's done with who knows what with other men. But I'm all for forgiveness and redemption. Dog, this ain't your congregation. This your wife, pimp. This is your wife.
Different kind of pastor, yeah.
Man, what's wrong with you? What scriptures you reading? I have dealt with the shame, and I'm still able to face my congregation. I often hear them laughing and teasing me behind my back. Everybody punking you, dog. Your wife punking you, the congregation jokes. Oh, I'll be up in the pulpit. We're not having a sermon this morning. I'm doing a set. I'll be in there pointing at people talking about outfits, dresses, haircuts. I'll be doing everything. Cars that you drove up in. You ain't finna be laughing, teasing me behind my back. But I'm telling you, there ain't no sunshine when she's gone. But it was a hurricane, tornado, and thunderstorm when she home, though. Mm-hmm. I need your honest advice on this one. Am I holding out hope for a woman that won't ever come back to me? She don't want you, dog. She done told you 2-3 times. Now, she get out there and find out this world ain't what she think it is, thinking she gonna come crawling back. and you like an old fool gonna take her back. Woman that slept with somebody in your house. Oh, man. Look, I ain't saying you can't forgive a woman for cheating. That's not what I'm not saying. I'm not forgiving you for sleeping in my own house, though. We're not letting that go. You just disrespectful to me all the way around, but you just punking me all the way around the board. Now, I'm sorry, Pastor. That's my answer. Now,
all right.
I'm not the other pastor that's counseling you.
All right, Steve. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. And check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, we'll hear from Junior with Sports Talk. That's coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right. It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. Hey, Junior, what you got?
Okay, Unc, I know you've been out the country, Unc. You probably hadn't seen this story, but are you aware that Draymond Green had punched Jordan Poole? Well, I'm just asking, have you seen it?
Hell yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, Unc.
No, because you know I have an attitude, Shirley. That's not going to change because I've been gone. I come back with a fresh attitude.
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh, that's what this is?
This is fresh and
a
clean.
fresh bad one, though. A
Ain't
fresh
nobody
bad
dope
one.
as me. I'm just so fresh and clean.
I'm going to ask you, Draymond Green says after he punched her, we going to move on and we just going to be friends. But I want a Harvey response.
Oh, we're going to move on. We're going to be friends as soon as I knock your ass back out. I ain't no problem.
Now that's
see, we can move on as friends. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's how I live my life. You must wants to get sucker punched. That's why you blasted me. Now, I know he's scared of Draymond. He a little light-ass dude. Jordan Poole, little skinny. You know, he ain't all that. But Draymond ain't all that either now. You ain't walking up on me like that, plow. And then we come back to practice without you getting none.
Yeah.
Now, Jordan Poole can't whoop Draymond. That's obvious.
Nah. Water
I'd have got him
cooler,
that
all
day.
that.
Yeah, it ain't over with today. I'd have got him. We didn't ever. No, they'd have had some more footage to release. Shade room would have been crowded. Yeah. Whoever that was up in the stands that took that video, he got another one coming.
That day.
You're not doing that to me, dog. Now we got to go in here and take a shower? What?
Oh, no. Oh, you're not going to. You finna get naked? Oh,
I'll
I'm
tell you
finna
what, man.
get you, dog.
Take your clothes off and watch what happens. I'm going to be sitting up there with my shoes still tied up and everything.
In the shower.
Yo, dog, I ain't taking my shoes off. I'm going to have some traction. I'm going to wait to Draymond ass and naked. Because I'm going to tell you something. It is hard to fight when you naked. I've seen a lot of ass women go down in the locker room because you trying to hold that towel up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're playing the Clippers tonight. The Golden State Warriors playing the Clippers tonight. And then here it is. It's game time. Is you gonna do something before the game or during the game?
Well, I tell you what I'm gonna do. Do the dati Damon.
Who are you now?
I'm gonna tall off and tap. I'm gonna tap the Tatan.
Oh, I can't repeat that.
Tongue tied.
That's tongue-tied.
Yeah.
Tongue-tied. See, he can get away with stuff because he ain't saying it. Tamo tap to Tatan.
All right, we got to go. Thank you, Junior. Coming up at the Coming up at the top of the hour, a guy on social media needs some advice, Steve. He wants to know, should he pay someone to be his Thanksgiving girlfriend? Whoa, we'll get into it right after this.
Yeah, if you ugly, you got to.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
TJ on Facebook writes, Steve, Thanksgiving is right around the corner, okay? And it's the most important day of the year to my mom. She also uses it as an opportunity to point out to everyone that I am still a single man. This year, I'm thinking about paying a casual acquaintance to come with me, pretending to be my girlfriend. I know she can sell it, and she'd even be willing to clean up and talk with my mom, but that would cost extra. I know this sounds crazy. I know this sounds crazy. That's what he said. But I just want some turkey, dressing, and watch football in peace. What do you think, Uncle Steve?
See, let me explain something to y'all. This is a very unattractive boy right here. This boy right here, whoo, I'm talking about God. I'm talking about, man, he can't get nobody. He ain't had nobody at Thanksgiving ever. He ain't 21. He ain't 21.
He at least in his 30s, dog.
Yeah, he damn near in his 40s. Damn. Yeah. He been ugly for a while, Tommy. He been struggling with it. And he can't work it out. He can't. He just can't do it no more. And then he got to buy something.
Pay?
Yeah, he got to pay somebody. Ugly ass men know what the deal is.
But it's extra cleaning up and talking to the mom.
Extra cleaning up and talking. That's right. This gonna cost him, and let me tell. And he ugly. Let me tell you something. And he ugly. He live in
How much? How much is gonna settle?
Probably gonna end up at about 500.
Oh, that's real ugly there. That's ugly.
Yeah, that's about 500. She'll go for 250, but all that cleaning up, that's an extra 250. You might get it down to 450, 400, but it's gonna be a day though. It's gonna be a full day, you know. And if you try to kiss me, we're gonna be at 6.
So what
that's on the cheek. If you try to kiss me in the mouth, that's a grand.
Okay, how about this here? If she spend the night for the weekend after Thanksgiving, how much that
That's 2,000. That's about 2,500 now.
He's up in the thousands now.
It's 25. Yeah, Carla.
What? How much is it gonna be if she wants to go shopping Black Friday with the mom, and the mom wants her to?
Yeah, well, see, he gonna have to give her another 700-800 for that.
Whoa, he's
regular ass people, so he she's spending the night.
So this is $5,000 Thanksgiving. $5,000.
This is spending the night, but with no sex though. I mean, this boy is damn near horrific.
Do people do it on Thanksgiving?
Wow. Hell yeah, they do it on Thanksgiving.
It'd be kind of hard because it'd be a lot of people full and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
They ain't the same on Thanksgiving. It's hard to have sex on Thanksgiving. It's a very rare day. Everybody tired, go to bed. People staying over too late. Oh, that's gonna be he probably out of 4
$4?
$4,000.
Well, 1,500 he can get a real cold chick for 1,500. But it's just for an hour. You got to get the hour in football game and eating all that in on Thanksgiving. $1,500.
It's 2 games on Thanksgiving, maybe 3.
Oh, but see, if you get an expensive call, girl, he gonna run up. Woo, your boy gonna be.
But no, this is a friend. This is not just a call girl. This is a friend of his.
But it's extra.
But she'll do it for pay.
To the mom.
But she'll do.
That's what your friend do.
So, cause you a call girl, don't mean you have to have sex.
Right.
You could be an escort.
Yeah, escort.
You know, just go for
that's what she is.
Stuff like that. She gonna escort him. All that extra hand holding and stuff gonna be extra.
That's some expensive dressing right there. I'm sorry.
It really is.
Well, that's all he wants. It's some turkey dressing, and he wants to watch football in peace. That's all he wants.
Without hearing.
You ought to just go get his plate and go back home.
He been hearing this for years, though.
Yeah, he doesn't want his mother to point out, that he's single.
He ugly and he's short.
Wow. Oh.
What the hell short got to do with it?
See, right there, I don't even know why you said nothing. I hadn't said
He didn't say you.
Short but he looked like that little thing that be out in front of the house, the people's house, with the Santa Claus coat on, with the magician hat. What's that little thing called that white people put in front of their house?
The gnome.
The
gnome. One is a gnome.
Yeah. Little short had that Santa Claus coat on and a pointed hat.
Yes.
Oh. I never understood why they had her in front of their house. Why? Because there's an ugly ass little white man in front of them.
Look, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up in 20 minutes after, right after this.
About that. What is he?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Philadelphia 76ers forward Paul Reed revealed a strange addiction in a recent Instagram post. It seems that Reed is really, really excited about Capri Sun. The kids drink. The kids drink with the little
Capri Sun?
What's the story?
Those little bags of juice that kids drink from little straws. He loves them. He just loves them. He just thinks they're the greatest ever. I mean, it begs this question: what food from your childhood is still a part of your life today? Like any cereals, Kool-Aid, the flavors, juice boxes. What do you guys like?
It ain't Capri Sun because I can't get that straw in there. I always stick a hole in the whole bag.
Hard.
I always bust a hole through that hole, and all my stuff just be leaking out. I can't ever get that straw in there.
If I can find a cool cup lady right now, I have a cool cup here.
Cool cup? Oh my God.
You would love Cool Cup.
A
Cool
Cool
Cups.
Cup will hit it. That
Man.
people don't know, Junior. Everybody don't know. You know, is that just a Texas thing?
I think it is.
Cool Cup.
Yeah.
Frozen Kool-Aid. That's frozen Kool-Aid in a
Kool-Aid.
styrofoam
Must
cup,
be.
in case
In
y'all
the
don't know.
styrofoam- Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, so
Right.
what else? What about a cereal? What about a kid's cereal? Would you eat today?
Frosted Flakes off the top.
Really?
But I got to have slices of
My
bananas
husband-
in there, though.
Yeah. My husband loves Frosted Flakes. He loves Frosted Flakes. Coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
Some summer sausage.
As a kid?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, time for a round of Would You Rather, and Steve is back. Would you rather start life all over again, or would you rather be handed $10 million right now?
$10 million right now?
A new life, though?
You wouldn't want to start all over again?
No,
might
I ain't
wanna
got
go
10 million now.
Yeah, but to start over, though.
Oh, give me the 10. I'm not finna do this again. There's no way I can rerun what I did. And if I had the 10 million and started back over, the 2 divorces would have wiped that out. I don't give me my 10 now, because at least it's clear now. Hell no, I had 2 divorces. I wiped all that out. I didn't even have nothing in the first one.
All right.
Well, I got out of that one pretty clean. Bye.
Here's a Halloween Would You Rather. Would you rather live in the Exorcist haunted house
B.
or the Nightmare on Elm Street haunted house for the rest of your
B.
life?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to be.
kill
That
Freddy
white girl
Krueger.
can't turn her head around on me.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I'm
The
gonna
bed
be-
can't be floating. Satan and all this
Bed
stuff.
can't be off
No.
the floor.
No, give me Krueger. I can deal with the white man with the
Yeah.
mask.
You can deal with
Yeah.
Freddy
You-
Krueger.
you can-
Oh, hell
kill
yeah.
Freddy
That give me something to do. I'm not in here with Satan.
Work.
We not-
Because if
We
I
ain't
cut
in
his
it.
hand off, I'm good. If I get his hand off, we good.
Yeah. Everybody got chainsaw in this movie.
They had weapons. Yeah.
I can't be in The Exorcist. Satan got this bed up in his head and all this here. Spitting this vomit on me and all. Man, crying, peeing on myself. No, Lord.
No.
Not in here with the devil. I'll take Krueger, Chucky. You can bring Carrie in
Jason,
here. You
Michael
can all
Myers.
Do not bring Satan in here. Because his ass was a trip.
Black people, we do not do the exercise.
Man,
we
no.
don't
do it.
We do anybody. We do Amityville. I do
What about
Ghosts. We do
Candyman?
all this. Huh?
What about
I do
Candyman?
Candyman. All that. I do anybody, any
Ah.
people.
Candyman black. We
Krueger,
can talk to him.
Jason, whatever.
Right.
Candyman is black.
He black.
devil?
We can talk to him.
We can talk to
The
him.
devil dog? No. Hell no. Give me these people. Oh, you got knives. Chucky a dog. I kick Chucky ass. Oh,
You throw that
boy,
dog
ass
everywhere.
dog. You think he got that one cut on his face? Little ass gonna be a little stuffing on. That little ass gonna be in the fireplace so fast. I got something for Chucky. Jason Krueger, all of them, but that devil, he tricky. Got this bed up in the air and spit this vomit on me, to spun this white girl neck round. What the hell is going on in here, man? Change your
Coming up at 49 minutes after the hour, that is today's round of Would You Rather. It is our last break of the
I
day,
got to get
and
the hell out of here, man. The devil is here.
we'll have some closing from Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are. Last break of the day. Steve is back. His first day back. It's been fun and crazy
you know
as
what?
usual.
Thank you. But the more important thing, I had to get back in time for these midterm elections so I could make sure that I was pushing it myself. I know my team been holding it down. I appreciate y'all. Did a great job. I have to do my part, my way. And in my closing, I'm telling you people, we have got to vote. This midterm election is critical. It is critical on so many levels. First of all, voter suppression is real. You have got to start right now. identifying your voting status, your address, the necessary ID, and your polling stations. You have got to start identifying that now. You've got to learn when early voting is started. We got to vote early and often. Get it done. Don't wait till the last minute, because if there's something that you need to address, you need to have these weeks to get it done. Listen to me. They are doing everything in their power to keep people of color from going to the polls. Voter suppression is real. They've taken mailboxes out of communities. They've reduced the number of polling stations, the number of voting places. They've increased the difficulty with registration, with what you have to absentee ballot vote. Everything is different, y'all. We have got to pay attention. The second thing is they want to hurry back up and get back control the way they did, because the last election did not go the way they wanted it to, because they lost in some key markets. They lost in Milwaukee, they lost in Detroit, Michigan, they lost in Philly, they lost in Arizona, and they lost in Georgia. And Georgia is flaming hot, red, mad. Them folks is mad on a whole nother level. They have allowed this Donald Trump lie to permeate through the entire Republican Party that the election was stolen. They are running on the fact that they're saying the election was stolen. This is incredible, y'all. Are we for real? Now, Stacey Abrams in Georgia, according to the polls, is behind. Let me tell you something. Let me ask everybody that's listening to my show, have they polled you? Because they damn sure ain't polled me. So what they're trying to do now is create complacency in the neighborhoods. So if we show you that Stacey Abrams is behind, they're hoping that we'll go, okay, well, she can't win, I ain't going to go down there. We are going to fool them. We are going to vote early, we are going to vote often, and we are going to put Stacey Abrams in the governor's office, and we are going to put Warnock in place, in the place he belongs in the Senate. For them to, let me tell you how diabolical they are. For them to even go and dig up a Herschel Walker, the most unqualified person on any ballot anywhere, simply because they have a right-wing puppet with a black face that they can put up against the other black face, because they figured if they put a white face up there, it'll create a racial tension, and they would lose that, because that's how they lost before. They now went and found a black candidate to put up against the black face. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? That's how diabolical they are. You can't, as a human being, think that Herschel Walker is qualified to do anything. Anything. And speaking is one of them. Y'all got to be kidding me, man. If you think we're going to sit up in here as people of color because you done put another person of color. I saw this dumbass black dude on TV talking about Herschel did good in debates. I was kind of proud of him, because I've been following him since he played football. Your stupid ass following somebody because they play football. Because they play football, that make him a good senator for you and your cause and your family and what you need? No. Herschel Walker is going to do the bidding of the Republican Party. The governor has control of hundreds of millions of dollars that he does not have to confer with anybody in spending. The reason that hospital is closing in our neighborhood, that trauma hospital, is because Governor Kemp refuses to put the money in there so Medicaid can get these cases paid. His claim is there were 115,000 unpaid medical procedures done at that hospital. Well, that's because you won't put the money for Medicaid in there. Doctor don't care how they get paid, long as they get paid. So now you've allowed that to run its course so you can close it. But if you don't put the money in there, what are you doing with the money? Because it ain't coming to our neighborhoods. And then you find these damn rappers talking about he's a diverse governor. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's the same undiverse one-party person he's always been. And it ain't been for us. Now I got to try to get Stacey to help her get black men to come out to the polls. That's why I did what I did with Stacey Abrams. Because we kill me sometimes, man. We always talking about what we ain't, but you ain't never want to look at what they ain't. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You want to try to tell me what Stacey Abrams ain't? Well, tell me what Kemp is. What has Kemp done for you ever? 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 At least Stacey talking about coming to do something for us, for all people. Man, y'all got to get to the polls and vote. I'm going to be on this till election day, so I ain't through. See y'all. Y'all have a great day, man. Talk to God. He loves you.